Thank you for supporting Glaring Info channel.
Now we understand the direction that Abia state government is going. They have been able to scrap the law that, or the state law that had been paying pensions perpetually to the past governors and the deputies in the state. And everybody's applauding that because it's a way of cutting cost of governance in the state. Okay. And as that one is going on, they are already lamenting because we know that previous governors like Governor Joseph Carlo, Theodore Oji, and the immediate past governor Ikpazu are going to be affected. Okay, so in line with that, we've gotten a report now from Theodore Oji complaining that he had never received a pension since he left office. Is that true? We need to validate that. I have never received any pension from Abia government as former governor. Okay, Theodore Oji, former governor, laments. So former governor of Abia State and the immediate past senator who represented Abia Central District in the 9th Assembly, Senator Theodore Oji, has flatly denied receiving any dime from Abia State government as pension since he exited office as governor in 2015. So Senator Oji spoke exclusively with Vanguard on the heels of the recent abolition of the Abia State Governors and Deputy Governors Pension Law by the State House of Assembly. So the bill entitled HAB 11, the Abia State Governors and Deputy Governors Pension Law Repeal Bill 2024, was sponsored by the Majority Leader and member representing Arochukwu State Constituency, Honorable Koro Uchenna Kalo. So speaking through his former chief liaison officer, Honorable Ifeanyi Umere, Senator Oji said nobody had paid him any pension as former governor, adding that he has also never asked for it as a matter of morality since he moved to the Senate immediately after leaving office as governor. So he said since T.A. Oji left office as governor, he has not received any penny as pension. He transited from governor to Senate, and he made it a point of morality that he will not, and he didn't ask for any pension or question anybody about it because he is not interested in it. Yes, now, after all, he has taken enough when he was a governor. So the former governor, who noted that the House of Assembly has the constitutional power to review any laws of the state, said he was not part of the SCRAPS pension law. So he has removed his head now. So the House of Assembly has the prerogative to periodically review the laws of the state. So it is in their powers to do so, but nobody should link Senator Oji with the said pension law because nobody has paid him any pension after leaving office as governor. Okay? So Senator Oji has not received any pension as former governor, and as a statesman, he has not asked for any. So he didn't receive any pension from Mukezie Ikpazu, and he didn't pay anybody too. That's good. So leading to the debate on the floor of the House, the sponsor of the bill argued that if passed into law, it would help to reduce the cost of governance. That is true. So according to him, the humongous amount used in paying the former governors and their deputies would have been channeled into other better uses. So he said that it was not fair for the welfare of the majority of the citizens to be sacrificed on the altar of the comfort of only few individuals who are already comfortable. So the Labour Party lawmaker therefore urged his colleagues to give the bill accelerated hearing and to consider it for passage. That's good. So other members of the House spoke in favor of the bill, and later it was passed into law. So announcing the passage of the bill, the Speaker, Right Honorable Emmanuel Emeroa, commended his colleagues for their forthrightness, understanding, and maturity in supporting the passage of the bill. So the Speaker, who said the passage of the bill was in tandem with the yearnings of the majority of Abians, said the current assembly would always make people-centric laws. That is a very good one, I must tell you the truth, because this thing, like I said in my previous analysis, that it was started by the governor, by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he was exiting office as the governor of the then Lagos State. Okay, he made a law for him to end pension for life, and he made a law mandating what he should be receiving as an ex-governor of the state, and that was what Fashola paid him. And what's his name? Ambode came in, and after paying for the first term, I think trouble busted and the man could not continue and wanted to wriggle himself out of that master-slave relationship with Tinubu. That action ended him his second term, and so he just ended up doing one term and left office. We remember that immediately they did that, I think Edo State repeated it, Rivers State did it, and a lot of other states started buying into it, and before you know it, it became a norm. Okay, and as we speak now, most governors, in fact, almost all the governors are getting pension from their state government. And meanwhile, the people in the state are wallowing in poverty. The Tinubu himself is another person that is double dipping because he's still getting that pension as an ex-governor of Lagos State. I think he's still getting some payment as former senator, and now he's getting his entitlement as president. That is almost double or triple dipping. Who else can do that? How can greed for money be like this? Meanwhile, the people you said you are leading or ruling are wallowing in abject poverty. This is unacceptable. Okay, and so with what we have seen now, Abia State now taking the leap as a Labour Party state that is people-centric, they have now been able to repeal or scrap that law, and it has been passed into law. And I'm sure, the current governor of the state, Governor Alex OTTI, is going to sign that document ASAP, because that is also part of its yearning as a way of cutting cost of governance and then redirecting that fund to something else to improve the life of the people in the state. And this is a very good example that the Labour Party led state is putting up now, and I hope that immediately after this is passed into law in Abia State, that other states will follow suit and start cancelling it. States like Lagos, states like Rivers State, Oyo State, Ogun State, and Kaduna State, Kano State, and almost all of those states, they have to put an end to this thing called because how can somebody who just did only 4 years or probably at maximum 8 years in office, you receive pension for life? Meanwhile, the civil servant that has worked for 35, 40 years, okay, retires and cannot have access to his gratuity, cannot have access to his pension. The ones that are still in service cannot get their salary, okay. Pensioners are dying on queue trying to get their pension. Meanwhile, governors are double dipping and getting humongous amount as entitlement for being in the office for just 4 years or probably 8 years. That has to end. So I just hope that by the time Abia State is done with this, other states will start copying, especially states like Imo State, okay, Ebonyi State, Enugu State. They need to emulate this kind of thing. I know Akwa Ibom State is part of it. Almost all the states in the country are doing it. Cross River State is part of it. So all of them will need to give up that entitlement so that it can be used to do better projects in the state that will benefit the citizens of the state. They're already rich. They're already billionaires. In fact, a lot of them stole enough that even their grandchildren, they stole and stole for their grandchildren. That is what they have been doing in this country. Politicians steal for themselves, steal for their children, and steal for their grandchildren yet unborn. That is how bad it is. How long I want to continue like this? And again, they are collecting pension for life. That has to end. So kudos to Abia State for taking the lead in this direction and hoping that other states will copy it. Now, Theodore Oji is trying to wriggle himself out of it, trying to give himself excuse that since he left office, he has never collected pension and he didn't pay anybody pension when he was in the office and he never asked for it. So he's trying to remove his neck because the thing is already going viral, and I'm sure he's going to raise a lot of, input and discussion in the social media and even in the live media. So it's going to be a very difficult, very pleasant topic to discuss publicly. And that is why Theodore Oji is trying to smartly remove his head from it early enough. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment. Kudos to Governor Alex OTTI and the Abia State House of Assembly.